Hello students, my name is Professor Muhammad Asim and we are doing additional mathematics. Additional mathematics for IGCSE, which have course number 0606, and CIE O level, which have course number 4037. As you know students, we have started chapter number 1, name is functions, and we have done exercise 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 and 1.4. We did all parts from exercise 1.1 to 1.4. So those students who are watching my lecture first time, kindly go to my playlist and see there is a folder name is ADMAS, where you can watch all of previous lecture of this chapter. Today we are going to start next exercise 1.5, and the topic of exercise 1.5 is graph of absolute value function. In exercise 1.4, we have solved equations involving absolute value function, and today we have to learn that how to draw a graph of absolute value function. See first example. Consider drawing the graph of y is equals to absolute value of x. First, draw the graph of y is equals to x. This is the first step. So, in order to draw or sketch the graph of absolute value function, first we have to consider a given equation without the sign of absolute value function. So, this is y is equals to x, and you know y is equals to x is a straight line which passes through the origin. So this is, you can see the graph of y is equals to x, but this is the first step, and the next step is very important. The next step is, you can see this, you then reflect in the x-axis the part of the line that is below the x-axis. This is very important. After drawing a graph without absolute value function, see how much part is below the x-axis and then calculate the part which is below the x-axis, then reflect. How we do this? Just wait for exercise 1.5. So this is the graph of absolute value function. Now, there are 2 points which come in our mind. The first point is the graph of absolute value function is always V-shaped. So first important point is the graph of absolute value function is always V-shaped. English alphabet V. The question is, the graph of absolute valued function is always V-shaped? Answer is yes, always V-shaped. The second point is, which is very important, in every absolute value function we should have vertex of the graph. What is vertex? Just wait for question number 1, exercise 1.5. The third point is, which is again very important, y-intercept. We must know y-intercept. So the graph of absolute valued function is V-shaped, and in order to draw the graph of absolute valued function, we should have two things. One is vertex and other is y-intercept. How to calculate? See question number 1 of exercise 1.5. This is question number 1. Sketch the graphs of each of the following functions showing the coordinates of the point where the graph meets the axis. Axis means x-axis and y-axis. Whenever you see the word axis, A-X-E-S, A-X-E-S means we are talking about x and y-axis both. Let's start question number 1, part A. Question number 1, part A. We have to draw the graph of y is equals to x plus 1 absolute value. So what is the first step? First step is to write this equation without the sign of absolute value function. So just drop these two lines. This is reduced to just y is equals to x plus 1. Now we have to plot the graph of y is equals to x plus 1. This is a straight line, and what is the general equation of a straight line? Y is equals to mx plus b. So if we compare this equation x plus 1, y is equals to x plus 1 with the general formula y is equals to mx plus b, where m means slope. So m is the coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x in our given equation? Nothing. But you must know, if nothing, then the answer is 1. Therefore, our slope is 1 in this case. And what is the y-intercept? We represent y-intercept by b, and if you compare this by given equation, the y-intercept is 1. Y-intercept is 1. So we have slope or gradient is 1 and y-intercept is 1. Now we must have vertex as well, but before I find vertex, first I want to draw a graph of y is equals to x plus 1. So I need a scale. First we have to draw x-axis and y-axis. This is our scale. First draw y-axis. This is y-axis and this is x-axis. So this is my scale of whiteboard. Assign the name as x-axis and y-axis, and the point where two axes cuts each other is called the origin. Origin means where the value of x and y both are 0. Now what we have? We have slope and y-intercept. Our y-intercept is 1. This is our y-intercept, Y-intercept means where the line cuts the y-axis is called y-intercept. So I am assign this point is 1. So if I take 2 square above 1, then 2 square below 1, this is minus 1. Similarly, this is 1, wait, I want to draw both the lines again. Actually, I want to show the exact perfect graph. Kindly wait. One more minute. Yes. This is y-axis. And this is our x-axis. Okay, students. Now you can see more accurate graph. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is the origin. So I take 2 squares for 1 on y-axis. So above is 1, below is minus 1, this is positive x-axis and this is negative x-axis. Okay. So in order to draw a straight line with the help of gradient and y-intercept, first you have to focus on y-intercept. What is our y-intercept? In this case 1. So first make cross on y-axis, on y-intercept. So this is our point. Now focus on the value of gradient. You know, student, what is gradient? Gradient is just rise upon run. This is the formula of gradient. In this case, our gradient is 1, and what is in denominator? Nothing. If nothing, then 1. So it means our rise is 1 and our run is also 1. So make this y-intercept is the reference point. This is our reference point. So rise means go up to 1 point, this is 1, and run means this is 1. So first point is this. Similarly, moved again. Now make this point is a reference point, go 1, 2 square means 1, and for right again 1, and so on. Similarly, if we go next, if we go bottom to the point, take again this y-intercept is the reference point, this is rise and this is run. So this is next point. Similarly, this is rise and this is run. So at least we have to plot 4 points in order to draw a straight line. Now again I am taking my scale and join all the points. With the help of scale. Okay students, so I am joining all points, not necessary to join only 4 points, just draw a line. So this is our required straight line, the y-intercept is 1. Now see how much portion is below the x-axis. This is the portion which is below the x-axis. So we have to reflect this portion and convert this portion into above the x-axis. How we do this? It is very easy. Just take what is the vertex. The vertex is where the line, a vertex is a point where a line is above, starting above the x-axis. So if you see carefully, our vertex is -1, 0, or if you find another way of find the vertex, just write the question. Our question is x plus 1. First put the value of y is 0 and find the value of x. If we draw modular sign, then we must put plus and minus on other side, but in this case there is 0, so we no need to put plus and minus sign. Therefore this is 0 is equals to x plus 1. Move this plus 1 on other side, therefore x is equals to -1. So our vertex is -1, value x हो गई and 0. So this is our vertex. So as you know, our graph is always V shaped. Therefore the portion which is below the x axis must be reflected by using vertex. So this point is our vertex, this -1 is our vertex, this is the point. How to reflect? It's very easy. See this, by using scale and rotate your scale, see this, put your scale on vertex and see, because we have to reflect the line which is below the x-axis by using our vertex. So this vertex is our line of mirror line, or you can say line of symmetry, this vertex. So I am plotting a dotted line. Student, this is our reflected line. See this, what is the distance from this mirror line to this point? For example, take this, what I want to show, just wait. For example, take this point. How many squares this point ahead? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this reflection should be 1, 2, 3, 4 on other side as well. 1, 2, 3. See this. This is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So you just take only one point. Excuse me. So this is our graph. This portion is reflected. This portion. How we reflect a portion below the x-axis? Excuse me. Just draw a dotted line which is passes through the vertex and take any square, take any what should I say, take any point on right hand side, just like this. This is, if I take this point is 2 square from right, 1 and 2. So this point 2 square from left side, 1 and 2. I hope you understand. So finally our answer is, what we have to write? V-shaped vertex minus 1 comma 0 and y-intercept is equals to 1 and this portion is reflected. This portion is reflected. This one. Hope you understand. Now move to second part. What is second part? B. Y is equals to 2x minus 3. Absolute value. Y is equals to 2x minus 3 and we have to draw the graph of this. Again, first the solution is, first write the equation without the absolute sign. This is, and then compare this equation by general equation of a straight line. Y is equals to m x plus b. After you are comparing, what is the coefficient of x in the given equation? 2. Therefore our gradient is 2. Our gradient is 2. And what is our y-intercept? Y-intercept means b. So y-intercept is minus 3 in this case. So first we have to draw a line, straight line, y is equals to 2x minus 3. Again, the formula of slope is rise upon run. So rise upon run is 2 upon 1, because if there is no denominator we must put 1. So with the help of this y-intercept and gradient, first we have to draw a straight line. Again, first draw the x and y axis. This is our y axis. This is our y axis. And this is our x axis. This is x axis and this is y axis. Now, in order to plot a graph of a straight line, first look at the origin. This is origin where the x and y axis both are crossing each other, and focus on y intercept. In this case, y intercept is -3. So, I am taking 1 square as 1 unit. So, this is -1, this is -2 and this is -3, -2 and this is -1. So, this is our reference point -3, and what is our gradient? 2 upon 1. This is rise is 2 and 1 is run. So, this is our reference point. Rise means go above. So, 2 means 1, 2, then 1. So, this is the first point. Then make this point as a reference point. Again, go 2 square above, then 1 square on right hand side. Then make this a reference point, 2 square above, 1 is right side. Okay, student. Similarly, again make -3 y intercept as a reference point. Go 2 square below, 1, 2 and 1 square on left hand side. So, 4 points are enough to draw a straight line. Again, join all these 4 points. This is my scale. Your line must passes through y intercept. So, I am joining all these 4 points. Okay. Now, the second point is to find the vertex. How to find vertex? Just take the whole question, y is equals to 2x minus 3. Put 0 instead of y and find the value of x. So minus 3 becomes plus 3 on this side. This is 2x and x is equals to 3 upon 2. 3 upon 2 is 1.5. So our vertex is 1.5 and 0. So this is 1 from right side of the origin. So this point is our vertex, and you know our graph of absolute function must be a V-shaped graph. So how much portion is below the x-axis? This one. So first we have to draw a mirror line in order to get good reflection. Again, use scale. So this is our reference line. Sorry, this is our mirror line. Draw a dotted line. This is our mirror line. And now reflect. Take like this point. This point is how much square right from the mirror line? 1.5. So 0.5 and 1. So first point is this one. Similarly, this point is how much? This is, sorry, not this point. This is 1, 1.5. This is 1.5. No, this is the point. Sorry, this point is correct. And this is just 0.5. This is just 0.5. So this one should be the point. Therefore, our V-shaped graph is join these points, you will see exact V-shaped graph. So this is our final answer of part B. Hope you understand. So finally we have to write vertex 1.5, 0 and y-intercept is 3. This is the final answer and this is your graph. So how much part is reflected? This one below the x-axis. This one, this part is reflected, or you can say from this to this. So student, hope you understand this part. Now I am moving towards part C. So finally the answer is vertex 1.5, 0 and y-intercept is 3. Now see part C. y is equals to 5 minus x modulus or absolute value, both are same. Again same steps will be followed. First write this equation without absolute sign, then find the y-intercept and gradient. First change the order. This is 5 minus x, we can write this minus x plus 5, both are same, no change. Then compare this equation by general equation of straight line. Y is equals to mx plus b. From this we can say our gradient is -1 because the coefficient of x is gradient, and our y-intercept is, if you can compare, our y-intercept is 5. Now draw the straight line. Again we need to draw first x-axis and y-axis. This is our y-axis, and this is our x-axis. It is not necessary that x-axis and y-axis from the origin the distance is always same, not necessary. This is x, this is y, this is origin. Now what is first point? First point is to focus on this y-intercept. So plot first y-intercept. Take 1 square is 1 unit, therefore from the origin this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is our y-intercept. Now focus on the second step is to focus on the value of gradient. Rise upon run. Rise is -1 and run is 1. Make 5 as a reference point. -1 means go 1 unit below, and run means 1 unit right side. So this is the first point, then 1 unit below and 1 unit right. This is the second point, then 1 unit below, 1 unit right. This is the third point, then 1 unit below, 1 unit right, and so on. Then 1 unit below, 1 unit right, then 1 unit below, 1 unit right. I hope you understand. Now join all points and the line must crosses the y-intercept. Y-intercept is very important. So join all points with the help of scale. So this is our straight line. This is our straight line. Now the second point is to find the vertex. How to find vertex? Just write the question 5 minus x, put the value of y is 0 and drop the sign and shift this minus x on other side, x is equals to 5. Therefore, our vertex is the value of x is 5 and the value of y is 0. Our vertex is 5, 0. So this point is our vertex. So therefore, we draw a mirror line on this point. Again, draw a perpendicular line, passes through our vertex. The line must be dotted. This is our mirror line. Now take any point from left hand side, like this point. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 square from mirror line. So this point 4 square must be 4 square right side from the mirror line. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again I am checking 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Draw the line. So this is our finally our V-shaped graph. And this portion is reflected, this one. So our final answer is, our vertex is 5, 0 and y-intercept is 5. Our vertex is 5, 0 and y-intercept is 5. Student, hope you understand this part C. Now I am going to finish today's class. Today we have done 3 parts of this question. We will do remaining 3 parts in next class. Sorry for taking too much time in order to explain you, but it is very necessary. Whenever we start a new topic, we must give more time in order to understand. So finally, what we have learned, the graph of modulus function is always V-shaped. In order to draw or sketch a graph of absolute valued function, we must have vertex and we must have y-intercept, and we must have the concept to draw a straight line with the help of gradient and y-intercept. Hope you understand today's class. Kindly, if you like my videos, do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button so that whenever I upload my videos, you will get the notification. Plus share my videos to all of your friends as well. Okay student, good luck for next class.